Kamyavan. Yesterday we did the internal Parikrama, today is the external Parikrama. And we'd like to wish everyone a very happy Shri Govardhan Puja and wish you a very, very happy Krishna conscious New Year. Nai Varsh ki Shubhkamnaएं.
Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, we'd like to welcome all of the wonderful devotees who have joined us over Facebook Live, devotees who have joined us over YouTube Live, and dear devotees who have joined us over Zoom. We welcome each and every one of you to this day 17 of Sri Vraja Meditations 2.0. Before we continue, we'd like to announce and congratulate the participants of the quiz session from yesterday. We'd like to congratulate Hari Prasad Prabhu, Mother Amrita Radhika, Anjudi, Shimantadvi Prabhu and Vaijayanti Lalita Mataji, Mitanjali Pradhan Mataji, Nutan Purohit Mataji, Hari Krishna Madhali Prabhu and Ananga Mohini Gopika. Thank you all so much for participating in the quiz session.
So today we will be discussing Sri Vraja Meditations 2.0 day 17, specifically on how did Lord Balaram actually save or evade an earthquake, which will start the external Parikrama of Sri Kamyavan. We'll go to Panca Pandava temple and Dharma Kunda. From there we go to Ashoka Vatika, Setubandha Rameshwaram, Sri Surabhi Kunda, and then we'll go to the magical Phislan Pahadi.
Harivo!
Vyomasura Gufa, Lord Balaram's footprints, Bhojan Sthali, and at all these wonderful places we will offer heartfelt prayers at these Lila Sthalis, where we'll discuss the glories of Kartik and then a sweet pastime to enhance our Japa. Again, we wish everyone a very happy Shri Govardhan Puja and Shubh Varsha, a very happy Krishna conscious New Year.
So yesterday we walked from Sri Adi Badrinath we came to Kamyavan, and which is the 6th forest of Sri Vraja Mandala. And on the way, we took darshan of Sri Vraja, Adi Kedarnath, and the lotus feet, the Charan darshan on Charan Pahadi. So today we will perform the external Parikrama of Sri Kamyavan. So while performing Kirtan, we come to our first destination today, which is the Panca Pandava temple. So this is the map of the Vraja Mandala, as we can see, and we are here at Kamyavan. If you zoom in, we will see that the red marking, that is Kamyavan, and here is the map of the external map of Kamyavan, which we will be doing Parikrama today.
So at Panca Pandava temple, this temple signifies the arrival place of Pandavas in Sri Vrajamandala during their exile. And yesterday we had discussed about the Chaurasi Khamba, they were also there. So nearby is Pancha Tirtha Kunda or Dharma Kunda, where the famous conversation between Yudhishthir and Yamaraj occurred. All of us know once when the Pandavas were roaming through the forests, they became thirsty. And Yudhishthir sat down to and asked his younger brother to get some water. Nakula then comes to a pond, and as he's about to drink from the water, a voice says, "Don't drink from this water before you answer my questions." And Nakula's like, "I'm just doing the service for my brothers and for my family. I'm not gonna answer your questions." So Nakula just ignores it. And then he drinks the water and falls dead. When Nakula does not return, Yudhishthir sends Sahadev to look for him. And as Sahadev comes near the pond, the same voice says, "Wait, do not drink from this water before answering my questions." Sahadev says, "Well, let me quench my thirst first, and then I shall answer your questions." So he drinks the water and then immediately falls dead. Now Yudhishthir senses that the two brothers are in danger. And he asks Bhima and Arjuna, "Go look for them." They come to the pond, and as they are about to drink from it, a voice says, "Wait, do not drink from this water before answering my questions." And Arjuna says, "Who are you? First of all, show yourself." Bhima said, "Arjuna, it's okay, leave it. Let's drink the water, ignore." They both drink the water and fall dead. When even Bhima and Arjuna don't return, Yudhishthir goes in search of them. Eventually, he comes to the pond and sees his brothers lying there dead. So he asks the pond, "Water, are you the culprit? Are you the one who took my brothers' lives? If so, then take mine too." And the voice says, "Stop. Do not drink the water before answering my questions." Yudhishthir looks around and asks, "Who are you? Where are you? Show yourself." And just then a yaksha appears and says, "This pond belongs to me. Your brothers died because they drank from its waters before answering my questions. Do you wish to suffer the same fate?" Yudhishthir said, "I do not wish to take what does not belong to me. Ask me your questions and I'll answer them the best as I can." And here are the questions from Yaksha.
So Yaksha asked, "Tell me, what is swifter than the wind?"
The mind.
Very good. "What is more numerous than the blades of grass?"
The thoughts in the mind.
Intriguing. "What is the greatest happiness?"
Contentment.
"And what must be controlled?"
The mind must most definitely be controlled.
"What must be renounced to make a man agreeable?"
To make a man agreeable, first of all, pride must be renounced.
Very, very good. "And what must be renounced to make a man wealthy?"
Ironically, if one wants to be wealthy, desire must be renounced.
"And what can be renounced without any regret?"
At any point of time, we will have no regret if we renounce anger.
Very good. "And what do you think is real knowledge, Yudhishthir?"
The knowledge of God is real knowledge.
"And what is the invincible enemy?"
The anger is the most invincible.
"And how do you find bliss in the next world?"
Simply by being virtuous in this world.
Tell me, Yudhishthir, you have given wonderful answers so far, but tell me, what is truly amazing in this world?
Ahani ahani bhutani gachanti hi yamalayam. Shesha sthavare chanti kim ascharya mataparam.
Wow.
The most amazing thing is though humans are mortal, everybody goes about their life as if they are going to be here forever. They see their relatives dying right in front of us, but then we do not pay heed to that. We think this will not happen to us. This is most amazing.
Very, very curious, Yudhishthir. Tell me, O Yudhishthir, who has every kind of wealth in this world?
One to whom joy and sorrow, fortune and misfortune, past and future are all the same. He is the possessor of the greatest wealth.
My dear Yudhishthir, you are the wisest man in the entire world and a very righteous one too. I am going to grant you a boon. I'm very pleased with you, and because of that, I am giving you. Please ask me the life of only one of your brothers. Your 4 brothers are dying dead here. Only one of them I will give them life. Tell me, which one brother do you want to live?
I could ask for Arjuna. Or maybe Bhima. Sahadev? No. Give me Nakula.
I am indeed surprised, Yudhishthir. I know that Bhima is very dear to you and he is the most powerful. And you depend on Arjuna to win the war that is going to come at the end of your exile. Yet, you are choosing Nakula's life over the others? Why? Please tell me why.
After pondering about it, I thought I have 2 mothers, Kunti and Madri. I, the son of Kunti, am alive. Surely a son of Madri should also live.
Ha! My dear Yudhishthir, you are a great soul indeed, and I will never look upon another man like you in all time. So I'm indeed so pleased with you that I grant not just the life of Nakula, but the life of all of your brothers.
And so the Yaksha revived all the brothers. And this Yaksha was none other than Dharmaraj, Yudhishthir's father. The Pandavas, they fell in love with this forest of Sri Kamyavan, and they stayed for some years in the palace of Nanda Baba, the Chaurasi Khamba that we went yesterday. And while they were there at the Chaurasi Khamba, the 84 pillars, the pastime of Durvasa Muni visiting them took place right here as an evil ploy of Duryodhan.
So Durvasa Muni, as we know, he had 10,000 disciples, and wherever he visited, he used to be accompanied by his followers. And once he visited the home of Duryodhana, he went to Hastinapur, and Duryodhan, he was very, very, very intelligent in serving Durvasa Muni very, very nicely. And Duryodhana served Durvasa Muni so nicely that Durvasa Muni was so happy. And Durvasa Muni said, "My dear Duryodhan, tell me, what can I do for you? I'm so happy." So Duryodhan, he was so evil. He knew the mystic power of Durvasa, and especially the potency that he gets so angry and he gives curse to anyone who gets angry upon. So then he told Durvasa Muni, he acted so innocent, Duryodhan. He said, my dear Durvasa Muni, my dear cousins, Yudhishthir, the Pandavas, they are in the forest. They are living in Kamyavan. I know they are living there. I request you, just as you came here to give me mercy, I request you, can you please go to Kamyavan also and visit Chaurasi Khamba and visit the Pandavas and give them your mercy? And the innocent Durvasa Muni, he thought, oh, Duryodhan, he's such a saintly brother that even though he is, here in the palace. He's still thinking about the well-being of his brothers. Durvasa Muni could not figure out that, this was Duryodhan's evil ploy. This was his evil, tactic to put the Pandavas into trouble. So then Durvasa Muni, he came to the Pandavas in exile. And when Durvasa Muni visited the Pandavas, Yudhishthir Maharaj very wonderfully, along with his brothers and wife Draupadi Devi, they all wonderfully welcomed Durvasa Muni and his 10,000 disciples. And because it was afternoon time, Maharaj Yudhishthir told Durvasa Muni that, my dear Muni, why don't you all go into the river, take a bath, freshen up, and by the time you come, the meal will be ready, prasadam will be ready. So Durvasa Muni, along with his large number of disciples, he went to take bath in the nearby river. And Maharaj Yudhishthir, he was in great anxiety because he was thinking, how will he serve all of his wonderful guests? But there was one saving grace. And what was that?
That Mother Draupadi had a special pot and a special blessing that as long as she had not taken her meals, food could be served to any number of guests. But that day, Durvasa Muni had reached there after Draupadi had finished her meals. We understand that when the devotees are put into difficulty, they have an opportunity to remember the Lord with rapt attention. So Draupadi was thinking of Lord Krishna in that dangerous position. And the all-pervading Lord Krishna could at once know the dangerous position of his devotees. He therefore came there on the scene and asked Draupadi to give whatever food she might have in her stock. On her being so, when Draupadi requested this, Draupadi was sorrowful, because the Supreme Lord had asked her for some food and she was just unable to supply it at that time. She said to the Lord that the pot which I have received from the sun god could supply any amount of food. It was the pot of Akshay Patra, the vessel which would never diminish. But on this day, I have already eaten my meals. And that's why we are in great danger. I don't have anything to supply to feed you, nor do I have anything to feed Durvasa Muni and his thousands of disciples. And so by expressing these difficulties, she began to cry before the Lord. Krishna, however, asked Draupadi, bring the pot to me. See if there is any particle of foodstuff left. And Draupadi said, I've checked, there is nothing. Look, you can check. And so Krishna looked at the Akshay Patra and he found one more particle of rice sticking to the bottom of the pot. The Lord at once took it up and ate it. And after doing so, Krishna asked Draupadi, now call the guests, call Durvasa. And so Bhima was sent to call them from the river. Now look at the faith of Bhima.
Harivo.
Bhima didn't see this exchange happening. Bhima and the four brothers were probably just worrying, what do we feed Durvasa Muni and the others? But when Krishna came and said, go and call them, Bhima did not flinch. He did not say, but he could have said, but if I go and call them, what about the food? What will happen? He'll come and curse us. All of these things he could have said. But just because Krishna said, whatever Krishna does is for the best interest of the devotees. This is the faith Bhima had. And if this is what Krishna is sending, then this is what I need to make spiritual advancement. So instead of saying no and worrying about it, let me just accept it gratefully. because I have faith that this is the best for me. So Bhima did not worry of the consequences. Krishna has said, I don't have to ask why. All I need to ask is how. How can I go quickly and call them? And Bhima, he started going towards the river to Durvasa Muni. Now, all Durvasa Muni and all the Brahmanas is accompanying him because Krishna accepted a little particle of food. They felt sumptuously fed. Their stomachs were completely full, even while they were in water, because Krishna, we are all part and parcels of Krishna. And when Krishna, whenever Krishna is satisfied, all the living entities are satisfied. So when Krishna ate the morsel, all the disciples and Durvasa Muni himself were completely satisfied. And then when they saw Bhima coming and asking, why are you delaying, my dear sirs? Come on, the food is ready. Durvasa Muni and his disciples got really afraid. Wow, we are completely full, and now Yudhishthira must have prepared a feast for us. We can't even think of eating even one more morsel. And if we don't go back and honor the huge feast that Yudhishthira Maharaj and Bhima and all the brothers have arranged, Bhima would kill them. And so, seeing Bhima coming so confidently, they all started running to the other coast, the other shore of the river, and they decided to just go away.
Haribo.
This incident proves that Krishna, Lord Krishna, is the greatest mystic, and therefore he is known as Yogeshwar. Another instruction is that every householder must offer food to the Lord, and the result will be that everyone, even a company of guests, even 10,000 guests will be satisfied because the Lord is satisfied. That is the way of devotional service. So in this area of Sri Kamyavan, let us pray to the glorious Pandavas and Mother Draupadi that their surrender at every step and their complete dependence on Krishna in every situation of their lives is so exemplary that may we be allowed to follow in their footsteps and imbibe the same in our lives as well.
Haribo. With this wonderful prayer, taking blessings of the Pandavas, next we come to this beautiful place, which is Ashoka Vatika. Now, Ashoka Vatika is the place where Mother Sita was kept captive in Lanka. So on the west of the Yashoda Kund, remember Yashoda Kund that we visited yesterday? So on the west side of Yashoda Kund is this beautiful place called as Ashoka Vatika. And it represents, this Ashoka Vatika, it actually represents the Ashoka garden in Lanka where Mother Sita was held captive by Ravana for 4 long months. And some gopis, and Srimati Radharani, whenever they would come here, they would enact this pastime. One of the gopas would be asked to be Hanuman, and Sita Devi would be enacted by one of the gopis, and Srimati Radharani would sit and enjoy this beautiful Lila of Sita Mata here at Ashok Vatika.
Next, we come to Setubandha Rameshwaram. Setu means bridge, and this place, Krishna reenacted the pastime of Lord Rama building a bridge to Lanka. Krishna had the monkeys who built a rock bridge for the gopis to go over at this place. And a detailed pastime on this will be discussed during the Japa tips section today. So stay tuned.
Vivo.
From Setubandha, we arrive at Sri Surabhi Kund.
Here at Surabhi Kund, many of Krishna's cow herding pastimes took place in the surrounding area, and cows would come here. Krishna would bring his cows here to drink the water of Surabhi Kund. While the cows would be heard in the pasture grounds around Surabhi Kunda, Krishna would actually slip away from his cowherd boyfriends, and he would come to meet with Srimati Radharani and with the gopis. So Krishna, he would take this opportunity when the cows were at Surabhi Kunda, he would slowly slip away and he would go and meet with the gopis. And then they would enjoy several pleasure pastimes in the beautiful forest groves of Kamyavan. And then as the afternoon would be approaching, Krishna would come back to Surabhi Kunda and they would take lunch together at Bhojan Sthali, which we will visit in a little while. And they would play at Phislan Pahadi.
So Phislan Pahadi is the place where Krishna and the cowherd boys, they enjoyed sliding down the smooth surface of a large rock. When we went there, this is very, very, very smooth. If someone just sits on top, zoom, they'll just go down. And so hundreds of devotees are sitting on this rock, as you can see here, and slowly, slowly they're sliding down. You can see Baba also with the stick sitting there. And we all happily slide down while meditating on the Lord's pastime.
Hari Bol, Jai,
Bol.
Phislan Pahadi ki Jai.
Jai.
So as we slide down this hill, let us pray to Krishna and the Gopas that let all of our problems, the problems that we are accruing in our day-to-day lives, let all those problems slide by, and may we be firmly established in devotional service to Krishna. So here, while playing at Phislan Pahadi, playing for some time, we now then come to Vyomasura Gufa.
Vyomasura cave is on a hill where Vyomasura, a flying demon, he had stolen Krishna's friends and hid them in this cave. This was the last day of Krishna in Vrajadham. After this, and after this, he had left for Mathura. So Vyomasura was the last demon Krishna killed in Vraja. It is said that Vyomasura was killed in the afternoon, and when Krishna returned home that evening, Akrura arrived that very evening, and the next morning Krishna left for Mathura. Now Mathura is also in Vrajadham, so this was the last day in Nandagaon, and where Krishna was residing. One day, while the cowherd boys, along with Krishna and Balaram, they were enjoying their childhood pastimes, a demon came there of the name Vyomasura, and which means the demon who flies in the sky, Vyoma, Asura. He was the son of another great demon named Maya Danav. Vyomasura, he took the part of a cowherd boy, playing as a thief, and he stole many boys who were playing the part of the lambs. One after another, he took away almost all the boys and put them in this cave, sealed the mouth of the cave with stones. Krishna, he could understand the trick that the demon was playing. Therefore, he caught hold of Vyomasura exactly as a lion catches hold of a lamb. The demon, when he was caught when he was a cowherd boy. As soon as he was caught, the demon tried to expand himself like a hill to escape arrest. But Krishna did not allow him to get out of his clutches. He was immediately thrown to the ground and with great force, and Vyomasura was killed by Krishna, just as an animal is killed in the slaughterhouse. After Krishna slaughtered Vyoma, Lord Krishna released all his friends from this cave, which is on a little hill. This is the Vyomasura Gufa, or the cave where Vyomasura had hid the cowherd friends of Krishna. Here on the top of the hill, we can find Lord Krishna's lotus footprints and Krishna's handprints at the same time. And also, we can find imprints of the Lord's ornaments.
So this is the lotus footprints of Krishna at Vyomasura Gufa, at the cave of Vyomasura. So let us take the dust of the lotus feet of Krishna and put it on our heads. And from here, from Vyomasura Gufa, we now come down, that we come to a very special place. That when Krishna was actually killing Vyomasura, Mother Earth was shaking and trembling, because this Vyomasura was a huge demon. He was really so big. And in order to give steadiness to Mother Earth, to evade an earthquake, Lord Balaram, he majestically put down his left lotus feet, and so that Mother Earth could become stable. So let us now take darshan of the lotus feet of Lord Balaram's divine lotus footprint here, and pray that just like Lord Balaram brought stability to Mother Earth by evading an earthquake, may Lord Balaram bless us with stability in our spiritual lives, so that all the inauspicious earthquakes in our lives, which is created by lust, pride, greed, envy, anger, illusion, let them all be completely evaded. Jai Shri Dauji Maharaj ki Jai.
So from here, from Vyomasura Gufa, we walk and come to this very famous place of Bhojan Sthali. Here, Krishna ate lunch with his friends. And this famous picture where Krishna is sharing and having lunch with his friends, we can find here. And this, we find the impressions of bowls and plates on the rock. As you can see, this is in the Bhojan Sthali area. You can see there is plates, there is some katoris, and they are on the rock itself. They are made up in the rock.
Made an impression
in the rock.
Like a deep impression is made.
So this is also called Bhojan Thali. Thali means plate. We honor yogurt, rice, and puri prasadam in this area, remembering the sweet pastime of Krishna sharing his lunch with his friends, and his friends sharing their lunch with Krishna. So let's take darshan of the plate and bowls that Krishna ate from.
Haribo.
And then we discuss the one verse glorifying the Kartik month. Sri Hari Bhakti Vilas says, in the month of Kartik, a Vaishnava must certainly worship the topmost servant of Lord Krishna, Sri Govardhan Hill, early in the morning. Govardhan is Sri Hari Das Varya, meaning he's the topmost of Lord Hari's servants, and also simultaneously non-different from Lord Hari.
Namaste Girirajaya.
Namaste Girirajaya.
Shri Govardhana iti namine.
Shri Govardhana iti namine.
Ashesha Klesha Nashaya.
Ashesha Klesha Nashaya.
Paramananda Daine.
Paramananda Daine.
Jai Shri Govardhan Giridhari ki Jai. Shri Govardhan Giriraj ki Jai. So that brings us to a Japa tips, to our Japa tips section, where we share in this special month of Kartik, we will share a sweet pastime of the Lord, which we can meditate upon before we start chanting our Japa. And we will definitely see that our Japa is elevated to a different level. So as we are here in the pleasure groves, the wish-fulfilling forest of Vrindavan, which is known as Kamyavan, the area of Setubandha, the Setubandha area that we visited today, that area is referred to as Sri Rameshwaram. So that is Rameshwaram Tirtha here in Vraja Mandala. So Krishna, here at this place, Krishna reenacted the pastime of Lord Ram building a bridge to Lanka. And Krishna, he had the monkeys build a rock bridge for the gopis to go over at this very place. So one time it is said, and how did Krishna build this bridge with rocks with the help of the monkeys? Let's hear the wonderful pastime. So one time the gopis were playing here with Krishna near the Ashoka Vatika area. And Krishna, he started playing a beautiful tune on his flute. And hearing Krishna's flute, many monkeys came and they started offering obeisances to Krishna. And seeing this, Lalita said,
these monkeys' friendship with Krishna, it reminds me of Lord Ram's friendship with the monkeys. Vishakha, do you remember how we heard that they built a stone bridge to Lanka?
Oh, yes, Lalita. Of course, I remember. Lord Ram, he is so great. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. Raghupati Raghava, Raja Ram, Patita Pavana, Sita Ram.
Krishna said, I am Ram. I am the son of Maharaj Dashrath. And the gopis were laughing. Krishna said, really, I'm Ram. Believe me.
And then hearing this from Krishna saying that he is Lord Ram, the gopis lovingly said, Krishna, you are Ram. You want us to believe you. Oh, Krishna, stop being funny. You are so funny, Krishna. You know Lord Ram? He lived millions of years ago. And bear in mind, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And who are you? Lord Ram is Maryada Purushottam, and you are Makhanchor Purushottam. You are stealer of butter. You only know how to steal butter. You are Ram. Chi, come on, Krishna. Didn't you find a better joke for all of us? Come on, how can we believe that you are Lord Ram?
I'm really Lord Ram, okay?
Oh, really? Lalita said. Really? Enough, Krishna. If you are really Lord Ram, if you really think that you can do so much nicely as Lord Ram, then let us show us how with all these monkeys, come on, build a bridge and float that bridge across this lake. Then we'll agree that you are Lord Ram.
Aha! Here you go. And so Krishna, he took his flute and played a tune that melted the hearts of all the monkeys in Kamyavan. They all came forward, and these monkeys, they started offering obeisances to Krishna. And the monkeys said, Krishna, what can we do for you?
And then Krishna said, yes, you, all of you, collect some stones and bring them to me. Collect stones and bring them to me. So then all the monkeys, they ran. They brought stones to Krishna. And when they brought the stones to Krishna, Krishna placed his lotus feet on the monkey, on the stones, and he infused his mystic potency into the stones. And then the monkeys were all very bewildered. They were thinking, what's going on?
Krishna said, you are Neel, you are Nal, and you are Hanuman, and you are Jamvan. Now go build the bridge.
Oh no! The monkeys were really shocked. What's wrong with Krishna today? Why is he making us become Nal and Neel? Oh no! Oh no! But then as soon as Krishna said that, then the monkeys, they just took the stones on their head and then they started throwing the stones into the lake, following the instructions of Krishna. And to the amazement of all the gopis, when the monkeys, they threw the stones on the lake, they were amazed. The gopis were amazed to see that the stones were floating. They were not sinking. And eventually a beautiful bridge was built. And the monkeys, they, the one Krishna said that he's Hanuman, that monkey said, hey, put this properly, put that properly. We can see it everywhere. Come, build the bridge nicely. I am Hanuman. I am telling you, you build the bridge. And then when Krishna was seeing that the monkeys are so enthusiastically when they are building the bridge,
Krishna looked at Lalita with raised eyebrows and he said, now do you believe I am Ram?
Because Lalita, she had particularly challenged Krishna. So that's why Krishna said, now do you believe that, look what's happening. Now do you believe that I am Lord Ram? And the gopis and Lalita Sakhi, all of them said, yes, you are Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Krishna Kanhaiya Lal Ki Jai.
So Krishna was enjoying that they recognized him finally as non-different from Ram. In fact, our acharyas, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes that when we receive applause, we are supposed to bow. So Krishna then bowed down to the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani and he said to the other gopis, if you really believe that I am Ram, I won. Where is my victory garland? And so all the gopis, they went away hither and thither, gathered flowers to make a victory garland for Krishna. After everyone had left, Krishna took Srimati Radharani's hand and the divine couple walked over the stone floating bridge to the other side of the lake.
Haribo.
In this way, Krishna takes advantage of every little thing, every given opportunity to spend quality time with Srimati Radharani. At the conclusion of this pastime, when the monkeys had wonderfully helped Krishna build a bridge again, Krishna told the monkeys, my dear monkeys, I couldn't give you anything when you helped me build the original bridge to Lanka in my previous incarnation. But this time, I want to reward all of you by feeding you butter from my own hands. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude for your selfless services. So our acharyas, they explain, this is why Krishna would always feed the monkeys butter as a reward for their selfless services when Krishna appeared as Lord Ram.
Haribo.
Lila Purushottam Shri Krishna Kanhaiya Lal Ki Jai. Srimati Radhika Thakurani Ki
Jai. So in this way, wonderful pastimes were enacted by Shri Krishna and Srimati Radharani and the gopis and all the devotees. And when we hear such pastimes, all our consciousness is just immersed in these beautiful narrations of Krishna's divine pastimes, and we float in pools of ecstasy. This is the beauty of Shri Krishna's transcendental pastimes. So today, as we are all in Bhojan Sthali, we will sing a beautiful bhajan which will make Krishna come and eat bhoga, because today is also the day of Annakut. We are offering Govardhan puja today here. And so we are requesting Krishna to come and eat our offerings. And our acharyas say that if we sing this particular bhajan, then Krishna comes and eats whatever we are offering. So today we dedicate our bhajan to our dearest Rasika and her family, our dearest Nutan Purohit Mataji and her family, our dearest Anjudi and her family, our dearest Hemangi Mataji and her family, our dearest brother and his family, our dearest Bhakti Mataji and Krishna Sharanam Prabhu and their family, our dearest Hari Prasad Prabhu and his family, the family of our dearest Amrita Radhika, our dearest Keshavi and her family, and the devotees of Hyderabad Secunderabad congregation, and little Mehek.
May the Supreme Lord Nrsingadev grant protection and fearlessness to everyone. Shri Giridhari and Shri Damodar Bhagavan ki
Jai.
We request everyone, please offer lamps to Shri Shri Radha Damodar during this wonderful bhajan. And it would be wonderful if you can turn on your cameras so we can all take darshan.
Hare Krishna.
This is a song named Bhaja Bhakata Vatsala by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Its official name is Shri Surabhi Kunjer Bhoga Aratik. So this is a Bhoga Arati song. After Bhoga is offered, when the Lord is honoring the Bhoga, eating the Bhoga, that's when this song is sung to encourage Krishna to eat more and more.
Hariva. Bhaja Bhagata Vatsala Shri Gaura Hari Shri Gaura Hari Shahi Gaushta Bihari Nanda Jashamati Chithari Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopala Govinda Govinda Gopala Bhaja Bhagata Vatsala Shri Gaura Hari Dara Aisha Kholo Bala Holo Damodara Aisha Kholo Bhogu Mandire Boshi Karo Bhajana Nandero Nideshe Boshe Giri Borodhari Baladevo Shaho Shakha Boshe Shari Shari Shukota Shakadi Bhaji Lalita Kushmanda Dali Dalash Dugdha Tumbi Dodhi Mocha Khanda Mugdha Bara Masha Bara Ratika Gritanda Shashkuli Pishtaka Khir Puli Pae Shanna Korpura Amrita Keli Rambha Khira Shara Amrita Rashala Amla Dadasha Prakara Luchi Chini Shar Puri Laddu Rashabali Bhajana Karena Krishna Hoy Kutuhali Radhikara Pakana Vinida Ganjana Paramanande Krishna Karena Bhajana Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopala Govinda Govinda Gopala Chale bole laddu khai Shrimadhu Mangala Bagala bajaya Dai Hari Bolo Radhika Digane Heri Nayane Rakone Tripta Hoy Khai Krishna Jashoda Govinda Govinda Gopala Bhaja Govinda Govinda Bhojanante piye Krishna Shubhashita bari Shabe mukha prokhalay hoye shari shari Hasta mukha prokhaliya jato shakha gane Anande bishrama kare Baladeva shane Jambula rashala ane Tambula mashala Taha khe Krishna Chandra Shukhe Nidra Gela Vishalakha Shikhi Pucha Chamara Dhulai Apurva Shajjai Krishna Shukhe Nidra Jai Jashamati Agape Dhanishtani Shri Krishna Prasada Radha Bhunje Hai Trito Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopala Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopala Lolita di Shokhi Gana Abhishesha Pai Mone Mone Shukhe Radha Krishna Guna Gai Hari Lila Ekmatra Jahar Pramada Bhogarati Gai Thakur Bhakti Vinoda Hari Lila Ekmatra Jahara Pramada Bhogarati Gai Thakur Bhakti Vinoda Bhaja Gokata Vatsala Shri Gaura Hari Bhakata Vatsala Shri Gaura Hari Shri Gaura Hari Shahi Vaishta Bihari Nanda Jashamati Chitta Hari Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopala Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopala
Jai Shri Bhogarti ki
Jai
Shri Bhojan Sthali ki
Jai
Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki
Jai
Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki
Jai
Shri Giriraj Govardhan ki
Jai
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai
Srila
Shri
Gurudev
Kamyavan
ki
ki
Jai.
Jai. So before we open the lines, here are the quiz questions for today.
First, what is Dharma Tirtha known for?
Second, what is the reason Yudhishthir gave for choosing to save Nakul's life?
Third, what is Phislan Pahadi known for?
Fourth, which is the last demon killed by Krishna in Vraja?
How did Lord Balaram evade the earthquake?
Sixth, what is the significance of Bhojan Sthali? Thank you so very much, dearest Ananga Mohini Gopika, for the fantastic quiz questions.
So now let us open the lines for questions, comments, reflections, and realizations.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavad Pranam. So thanks to you, we at the home, at our comfort of the home, and we are visiting Badrinath, Kedarnath, Rameshwaram, and everything right here from our living room. Thank you, Mataji, beautiful. And just in this, we heard about the Pandavas, we heard about Rama, everything we are hearing so beautifully from you. And the drama you enacted in the Japa tip is so beautiful, you and Prabhuji, the dialogue between Lalita and Krishna and Radha and Krishna. They were so beautiful, Mataji. Very nice. Of course, the bhajan is very good. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you for taking us on this parikrama and enlightening. And happy Govardhan Puja to you all.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Sri Vrajadham is so wonderful that all the holy tirthas, holy places of pilgrimage are present in Vrajadham.
And the pictures you have shown, they are so beautiful, so cute, little kids, They are very nice, Mataji. Are some of the pictures drawn by you? Are you, you draw the pictures also, Mataji?
No. No. I wish we could, but...
Oh, yeah, because I know you are very, very talented. Your name itself, says Kala. You are Kala. So, Kala Sudha Mataji, Advaita Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, Prabhu, go ahead.
No problem, Mataji. You go ahead. I'll wait.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji and Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Keshavi.
My humble obeisances. Happy Govardhan Puja to both of you and all the devotees. Mataji, when we went to, like the Phislan Pahadi is so small, but when the picture is very big. It's the same one we saw, Mataji?
Actually, there's one small one below, and there's a bigger one, the longer one, which is there, that we have to climb a little bit. There is another one.
Okay, but we saw there is a lotus feet of Krishna, and it's very, very small.
Yes.
So I remember this past time when you shared after going there. So we felt very happy. And Mataji, just every year we do Govardhan Puja, but can you say a few words like what we need to do, especially on this special day? What we have to do, Mataji, so that everyone can listen and they can perform?
Well, Sri Govardhan Puja is a day of feasting. It is that we can make as many offerings as we can, and we can offer it to Sri Giriraj, and we can make a small hill either out of halwa or with rice or with pulao. You can make either salty Giriraj hill or a sweet Giriraj hill, whatever you want, but a Giriraj should be made with eyes and lips and tilak. We should make that, and then offer lots of offerings to our deities, and then give out prasad to the devotees and to as many people as possible. Give out Giriraj Mahaprasad to everyone in the best way. And then when you do that, and then we should also do Parikrama 4 times of Sri Giriraj while chanting the Giriraj Pranam mantra that we recited today. So we chant that and we do Parikrama of Sri Giriraj and remember the pastime, meditate on the pastime.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. If some devotees they cannot do, but is it okay? They can go and celebrate in the temple because we also go to temple, right? So
absolutely. Yes. We must go to the temple and celebrate. Yes, of course.
Okay, because some maybe they cannot do so many offerings at home.
Yes.
So they want to go and take darshan and parikrama over there.
Yes, that is perfectly. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, yes. Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Bol, Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
So Hare wonderful, dialogues and everything. So cute. You are changing the voices each time for Lalita and Radharani and Shaka. It's really so cute, Mataji. Hare Bol. We enjoyed it actually.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. It's all by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. Thank you, Keshavi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Hare Prasad Prabhu.
Goes to Srila Prabhupada and Pildev. Thank you so much, Mataji, Prabhuji, for a wonderful session today as well, taking us a parikrama to Setubandha. Yeah, as Prabhuji told, so we visited everything in Vrindavan. So we need not to go to Kedarnath, Badrinath, or Rameshwaram. So we can get a blessing with in a single place in all the holy places we can visit right at a single time. So we feel that one. And when you explained the pastimes, right, Prabhuji and Mataji, like how Krishna has ate one morsel of food and everybody gets satisfied,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And so in that you told a very nice pointed out, like we have to have a faith. We should have a faith on Lord Krishna, whatever he says. We should have a faith and we should follow that up. So that's why Bhima did that, and though food is not there, but he obeyed the words of our Lord Krishna, having a faith. So that I understood that is very much. And the
Yes.
questions and answers between the Yudhishthira Maharaj and he's Dharmaraj, right, Prabhuji? Right,
Yeah.
Yamaraj, right? Who is enacted as a yaksha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who is wealthy? That question is pointed, like who's seen both fortune and misfortune in the same level, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that I feel like second chapter, Matras passes to Kaunteya, right? One slogan will be there.
Yes.
So we should see Sukh Dukh as same. We should not feel like when we have Sukh, we feel happy. When we Dukh, we should not be happy and feeling sad. So it will come to this material body, right? It will be there, right? So that I understood very well. And that sliding mountain, I don't know how to pronounce that. Pahadi, I don't know how to pronounce. It's very nice,
Phislan.
Prabhuji. Fishman. Okay.
It's Phislan. Phislan.
Phislan. Okay, Prabhuji. That I liked it very much. Baba also sliding down. You also slide down, right? I didn't see
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. All of us slid down.
So we feel okay. We have to be sliding down in Manasika. We felt that one. So when we go real, then we have to do that. So that's very wonderful. And the pick also very wonderful, Prabhuji. That Bhojan Sthali pick I like very much. When Krishna was eating with all Sakasna, that is beautiful, very, very beautiful. And saying the Govardhan mantra, Giriraj mantra for the past 4 times. So it is getting registered in our mind. So thank you so much for that, getting registered that slogan from Bhagavatam, and explaining about our making the monkeys to place the stones right with whatever Krishna orders. That time you enacted both very well, and especially Mataji, you giggled very nicely. Like the gopis will say it, ha ha ha. Like we cannot do that, but you did very well. I do remember when Hanumanji is giggling at a squirrel, right? That
Yes.
time also you enacted very nicely. So it makes us to laugh. Oh, it's just what they did. So we feel that one in our imagination, but it's you done very nice, Mataji. As Prabhuji told, you only prepared all these pictures, right,
No, it's
Prabhu?
not just me. It's both. Prabhu also, he gives all the ideas. He gives the suggestions from, what to do, how to do. So, and I just execute it. It is his, vision.
But
Very good,
today I liked
Mataji.
when she said Maryada Purushottam and Makhanchor Purushottam.
Yes,
that
first
was
time I'm hearing. Yeah,
that was very creative on her. Automatically, she's coming up with all these things.
She will always feel with your association, Prabhuji. So whenever I say anyone I praise, it belongs to you both. I never see you both separated. I feel one.
It actually belongs to Guru Maharaj and Krishna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not to us.
So, definitely. That's I agreed. Whatever you said is agreed. And the bhajan also wonderful. Japa tip also wonderful. And that very the ethnic wake also you said right by pleasing the lotus foot of Balaram. That is also wonderful. Wonderful. Everything is wonderful. Daily we are giving nectar to our ears. That's really very wonderful. And what can I say? Superb. All over is superb. Okay, Mataji Prabhuji. And thank you so much for giving a nectarian session. And Hare Krishna Mataji Prabhuji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
Pranam.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Anjudi, Hare Krishna.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri
Yeah.
Radhe.
A very, very happy Govardhan Puja and happy Ankut. Hari Prasad Prabhu and other devotees have said everything. Like, itna sundar narration tha. like changing voices, beautiful slides, beautiful pictures. And that the story of that Gopi and Lalita ji, the way you were changing your voice and saying, oh God, it was also bringing a big smile on my face, And the questions and all, I have to rehear them. They were so good. And I remember you have narrated this before also, but it's still like, we tend to just get getting few answers I knew, but few still we have to know, like, it's the mind, if you just control it and put in all the devotion of Shri Krishna and Radha Rani, तो बस नैया पारी लग जाएगी. इसको ही तो सबसे पहले भागता है ये मन और ये. And beautiful pastime of Rameshwaram, so beautiful it was of how they made it. And as Prabhuji also said that at the comfort of our houses, हम लोग बद्रीनाथ, केदारनाथ, रामेश्वरम ये सब चीज कर रहे हैं और क्या चाहिए हमको. बस सब आपकी कृपा से हो रहा है. एक भजन है ना ब्रिज, अपना ब्रिज उसमें इन ब्रिज सामवी से, या एवरीबॉडी मस्ट बी नोइंग, प्रभु सब आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है. बस ये नाम मेरा हो रहा है पर काम सब कुछ तो आपकी कृपा से हो रहा है. It was so beautiful. I was just remembering that version also. ये सब तो आपकी कृपा से होता है. We are just a little instrument, that's it. But otherwise तो वो तो पूरा है, like सृष्टि रचना and करता धरता. So beautiful. And yes, today you said तो 56 भोग बनाना है. बस अभी पूजा हुई है. अब I have to go to the kitchen and just make 56 bhog. So I like it's too early in the morning, so can't prepare it. So now we will start making.
Jai.
We will offer it to our Giraj Maharaj and
Jai.
Krishna ji. Yeah.
Wonderful.
And then tomorrow I will just offer the prasad. I'll keep and can offer to the devotees.
Yes, yes. We look forward.
I can send you the picture.
Yes, please do. Please do. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And thank you for everything. So for your divine
Thank you.
association is just more than enough for us, beyond words. And the association of all the devotees. Thank you, Bhaiya Bhabhi.
Thank you. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Thank you so much, Dee. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri
Jai Shri
Radhe.
Radhe.
Jai Ho Giraji Maharaj ki Jai.
Jai.
Any other questions, comments? If not, we will continue tomorrow on day 18 of Vrajamandal Parikrama.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji,
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna,
Dandavat
Mataji,
Pranam.
Dandavat
Thank you
Pranam.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much, Mataji. Thank you. Hare
Jai Jai Shri
Krishna.
Radhe.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.